It's on you. It's not on yet.
Is it not?
Oh, no, it is.
Oh, evening everyone.
You look like a little hermit.
Oh, I feel like it at the moment. Got my whole day trying to hide from the
So we thought we'd bring you down to Levante just so you can have a look. So it's January the 7th, which means the new restrictions are in full fling. Unfortunately, it means all the bars have had to close. So yeah, it's a bit like let's have a look down the beachfront and see what it's like. There's quite a few people walking around just because there's not really anywhere for people to go. But I thought I'd jump on, say hello to you all, see how you're all doing, and show you a bit of Benidorm. But this to me just looks again like back in lockdown. We're not in lockdown. We can explore, we can, you know, see the region, but it is so sad for all the businesses. I mean, we're going to take a walk down, you'll see they're all closed up in a moment. It just means there is zero government support. It's absolutely freezing. There's snow up on the mountain, and oh, you can't see it from here. No, just above there, there's snow up on the mountain up there. There's been snow in lots of the villages just slightly up in the mountains. Yeah, absolutely freezing. It's 5 degrees at the moment. Feels a lot colder because the wind is whipping and it is raining as well. But I thought I've got to show you, you know, have a bit of a walk today, let you see. So here's Levante beachfront. Not much going on, hey? Thanks, Jackie. I've also got some exciting news for you. I'm going to be in an advert. Oh, I'm going to be on the telly. I'm going to be in an advert. So yeah, I'm 5 degrees in Manchester. Oh, so we're on par.
We're doing well then.
We're doing well. Normally, whenever we say it's cold, people are like, can't say it's cold, you're in Benidorm. Benidorm gets flipping freezing. Somebody commented yesterday like, oh yes, well, 10 degrees is not cold. I was like, it's not 10 degrees, it's 3. It was so cold last night, absolutely freezing. And obviously our hands are made to keep cold as well, so they do not let the heat in at all in winter. Ooh. Hi Sally. Oh, Boris is due on in 5. Oh God. Carol, miss Benidorm so much, thank you. Oh yeah, hope you're all doing okay. So the new restriction is at 10 p.m. is when we've all got to be home. Shopping centres, they got to close at 9:30 to let people get home. 30% capacity, so that includes the car park as well, and bars and restaurants and everything has to close at 5 p.m. God, it's cold. So yeah, they've all got to be shut by 5 o'clock. Let's show you. But it's just very, very sad for a lot of the business owners. I mean, I know a lot of people, friends of ours, that own different restaurants and bars and different businesses here in Benidorm and along the Costa Blanca, and the problem is that, you know, it's just going to cause such difficulties because there is zero government support. I know people were knocking the UK at times and saying, you know, oh yeah, Spain's handling it great, whatever. I don't want to get political about it, but if you look at the furlough scheme, that's extended till March already. Is it March or May? And you know, there's a lot of people who have had business grants and things like that. I know of people in the UK that own a business that have said, you know, it's a really bad situation, but, you know, thank heavens we've had this government support. But here in Spain, that's not the case. They've left it open, told people they can open, but left them high and dry because, you know, they're losing a good 30-40 trading hours a week minimum. So that's a lot of staff that you suddenly, you know, you still got to pay for them. You still got to, you know, pay their health fees. You've still got to pay their contract fees. I think there's something like 600-700 euros that, you know, a business owner has to pay each month just to have a member of staff on contract. And that's before you've even started looking at their wages and things like that. So it is just, you know, awful for business owners. I just think they'd have been so much better shutting down hospitality. So I know people are going, oh yeah, you're really lucky, but I don't think this is lucky. I think this is a very, very sad situation in Benidorm at the moment.
I think as well, aside from that is I'm back at work today.
Yeah.
I'm not going into any bar.
No.
I'm the only person that's back at
Exactly.
work today.
There's a lot of...
It's not like people aren't at work back at
Yeah.
work now. So it's not like they're getting that. So you
No.
there's no holiday makers. So
No holiday
who's coming
makers.
into your bar
Exactly.
between 9 and 5.
9 and 4:30 really.
Yeah.
And like I said to my mum earlier, like even just, you know, the Spanish will usually get together about 6 o'clock and, you know, have a coffee or, you know, have a bit of tapas. But that can't happen anymore. That's gone too. And you think it's just these little things that kind of piece together that now can't happen. So I just think the situation is going to get a lot worse here, and I think there's going to be a lot more redundancies and you know, a lot more people laid off, which is going to be absolutely terrible for not only Benidorm but, you know, the rest of the Comunidad Valenciana. Shocking, so sad. It is, Gary, it is really sad. Looking very wintry. It's flipping freezing. I'm glad I've got the gimbal because it means that I've got my hands here, so at least it's not like shaking. At least the video I think is pretty smooth. -2 here. Oh god, oh cold. What's the ad? Oh, so the advert is with the Spanish government. I'm going to be representing the UK. Somebody who has moved to the UK, someone who has moved to Spain and shown what it's like to live here, which is quite interesting, quite fun, something nice to do. So yeah, that's that one. I'll tell you more about it when I've got more details. I had the message today. They said they've been watching my blog and things like that, and they'd love to have me on. So this is Cayman. Obviously you can see it. They've had to close. I mean, I'm going to show you all them. They're closed, but you know, I just thought, you know, let you have a look. Oh. If you're on Instagram, you can add me as a friend on there. It's Spain with Lauren. Oh, thanks, Carol. Hi, Lynn. It does look cold. It is cold. Hiya.
Cold.
You're walking like a... Don't walk like that. You'll make your neck funny.
I've been a bit like this.
It is freezing. Yeah, in Spain. You want to tell them you're the teacher. Hang on, let's just show them Kai Beach. Hang on. There you go, look. Have you ever seen that like that? I'm going to hazard a guess at no. Because I've never seen it like that. Because back in lockdown, we weren't able to come down this far down. But now, obviously, we're not in a lockdown. We're just here. We didn't see this. This is like lockdown, isn't it?
Yeah.
This looks really scary. It looks really sad. Right, do you want to explain the rules in schools?
In Spain, we've got the rules of sanitising your hands when you enter and exit the classroom. Masks must be worn at all times, and classrooms need to be ventilated. So that means door open, window open.
Yeah, at all times.
At all times. We have air conditioning, which we can put on to heating, but when you've got a door open and a window open,
It's not going to do much, is it?
it doesn't really do much when you're
when that's
when
the
that's blowing at
temperature.
you. My school's on a mountain facing the sea, so that's coming towards...
And bearing in mind today the mountains have all had snow and things, so it's been...
We've been a bit cold today. Right?
Yeah, I can imagine they've been a bit cold. -2 in Chirinchester. Oh god, so lovely to hear, Lauren. You're so full of life and refreshing. Oh, thanks, Jean. I mean, you try and stay positive about it, don't you? You try and, you know, but this is just like, I don't know. I think even like, you know, hearing about it, it was thinking like, oh god, it's going to be like, theoretically I knew it was going to be a nightmare for Benidorm. And once they said, you know, 5 p.m. close off, when I heard that in the government meeting and I sat there and listened to it, and I thought that is going to be awful. But then when you actually see it and you see what damage it actually does, I don't know if they realised what damage they were going to do, but you know, like the first thing people are a bit like, oh yeah, that's great, because at least the bars are staying open, at least you've got somewhere to go for coffee, at least you've got somewhere to go for breakfast. And like I've tried to say to, you know, like family and friends who have said to us, oh yeah, just consider yourself lucky. And I can't see us as being lucky when I know so many of our friends are going to be collateral damage in this.
It would be it's a very short view sight.
Yeah.
I think these guys are open. They're not. It's very hard for them to make money.
God, yeah. I mean, most of them have already been. I mean, look, lights are turned on. It's only me and Alex here. They've only just been, you know, tying themselves over.
To add that to it, I would rather.
Yeah. Oh, me too.
And back when it's safe.
Yeah.
If point now where it seems that certain can't happen.
Yeah.
So let's just stop them altogether. Let's help the guys out that need it.
Yeah. I mean, I would sacrifice my coffee in the morning, sacrifice my breakfast in the morning for a month, 2 months, if it meant that, you know, these people can have some government support and then be able to reopen and, you know, have, you know, people in, have tourists in, and, you know, when things are safe, and be able to, you know, even just, you know, local tourism to begin with, be able to open at full capacity. And I would much rather do that than see them struggling so much at the moment because, yeah, 5 o'clock. I mean, I'd rather them just be closed altogether. Hope Rio has a coat on. Rio is, there he is, look. He's over there. Alex is doing the poo pick. Just what you all wanted to see on a Thursday afternoon, eh? I'll show Rio in a second. It looks very cold and very quiet. It is. There's a lot of people walking around the park. We noticed earlier. I think it's because they've got nowhere to go. So people just come for a walk, even though it's raining. Rio, do you want to say hello to everyone? Do you want to say hello? Hiya. Yeah. You saying hello? I wonder how many of you are watching who have got the Rio calendar. We turned up, well, we've got ours up as well. Alex has got one at work as well. Alex looks frozen. He is cold. He is cold. Sad to hear. Yeah, it's so sad. It is so sad. Will it ever end? Oh, that's what I'd like to know as well. That's what I'd like to know. Oh, looking very sad. It's cold. We went to the beach yesterday. What a difference a day makes. I know, the cold weather definitely doesn't help as well, but I mean, yesterday, like, we sat out in a cafe at 6 o'clock. We said, we've got to do it. We've got to go to our local cafe, have a hot chocolate, and, you know, we get on really well with the staff there, and really nice bar. And we thought, well, if we go, because it's the last chance we're going to have until at least January 31st. So let's go, see what it's like. And there was obviously loads of people around. It was King's Day as well, which made a big difference. It was bank holiday. And now, you know, everyone's gone back to work and the bars are shut, and it's just, yeah, plummeted, as you can see. What about your schools? Schools are staying open. Yeah, they're collapsing everything. Yeah, everything's just crazy, isn't it? Absolutely crazy. So sad. Thank you for doing these walks, keeping us informed. Oh, thanks, Siobhan. Hello, Lauren. Hi, Karen. Yeah. Can't even see me fringe today. I don't know if I can freezing Costa del Warsaw, let's get these vaccinations done. I think that's the only way, isn't it? It is the only way I can see us having some sort of normality and, you know, getting back to things that we know, and not being in lockdown, not being with these restrictions that are so restrictive that you almost feel like you wish we were in lockdown.
Yeah, I think it's almost kind of...
Are the businesses, hang on, are the businesses getting government support? No. So because they've not been forced closed, they can't have government support. They can have no support at all because everything's closed. Because they're not forced closed, they have chosen to close. And this is why 5 p.m. closure is so damaging. So if they put people on the ERTE system, which is like the furlough, it comes with a lot of red tape that you've got to, like, guarantee that in a couple months' time that person's going to go back onto a full contract. And who can guarantee that at this time? I know I definitely couldn't if I ran a bar.
It's a difficult situation, and where we were quite pleased with how the Spanish government had handled all of this. As this goes on, seemingly it's not quite so well handled.
Yeah, which is very, very sad. YouTube education. Just so sad everywhere. Everyone is in trouble. Hopefully things can get back to where they are. I hope so, Ian. I do hope so. It is really, really sad. Who's being told to do what? Let's have a look. Oh. Yeah, and obviously sad news as well about the showboat. That one's gutting. It's just very, very sad all round.
What's the news?
Showboat shutting. It's honestly such a difficult time for bar owners, hospitality owners, and I say this knowing that it's hard all around the world. I know that, but in countries like Spain who have said, you know, stay open, it is even harder. And I know there are places in the UK that are also struggling, and I know that like wholeheartedly. I travel all over the world, and it breaks my heart to see Benidorm like this. It's my favourite. Oh, it's horrible, isn't it, Daniel? Horrible to see it like that. Time to watch the briefing now. Rather watch you through. Don't want to miss anything. No, definitely not. I'm going to do the same as well. Don't worry, I will do, Anne. I will. When I get off and I can do it, I'll sort it out. Right, I'm going to go. I know you've all got the briefing to watch as well, and I want to watch the briefing and see what's happening. I like to keep updated, you know, what's up with you guys as well, and see how you're getting on. So we're going to watch the briefing, then we're going to watch Boris, then we're going to watch Asa as well tonight. So we'll show you some more of Benidorm soon, and if you want to add me on Instagram, it's Spain with Lauren, and I tend to put pictures of Benidorm and us in Spain and things, so yeah.
I would pick Rio up, but he's all wet now.
Yeah, he's very wet. Should we? He's a wet dog. You need a bath. Yeah. Right.
So yeah, have a good one, everyone, and we'll catch you later.
See you later. Hope you all keep safe. Keep safe and well, and sending lots of well wishes from Benidorm.